crazy can these insects actually get?
Scoured the internet for the craziest insect videos I could find. Beetles painting pictures, insane slow motions, and so much more. Anyways, our first video is this, which shows what happens when some dude left a piece of cheesecake out near his ant colony.
Wait, but first, I would really love to see the aspect where the beetle is actually painting, because is this actually real?
And well, let's just say the ants didn't waste any time to absolutely start decimating it. If this doesn't show why you shouldn't leave food out, then I don't know what does. Dang. Now, as the video goes on, the clips get crazier and crazier. Where in this second clip, a guy got a video up on his phone of—
Wait, I'm getting to like more of insects videos. I don't know why, I don't know about you.
A bunch of butterflies flying around and put his pet mantises in front of it. And yeah, I guess the mantises must have been hungry, because you can tell this guy was absolutely locked in, ducking and weaving and lining up the perfect shot to attack the butterflies. But yeah, he was very confused why he couldn't grab it. He was trying multiple times. Then there was this mantis that was legit staring at the screen for a minute before he made his first attack. But yeah, for him it was no different. He couldn't really grab the butterflies either. First, we got iPad.
Wait, just imagine. Okay, before I say that, I actually saw something similar like in a zoo. The lion was actually timing the guy. And a kid, yeah. And at the time that the straw attacked, bro, there was already glass there. That was what saved it.
Now we got iPad mantises. Really, bro? What's next? iPad frogs? Oh, wait a second. That already exists. Okay. Okay, next is—
I'm hosting a guy for a date. Which low-key Nigerian dish can I make with this in under 45 minutes?
Exists. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, next is one of the craziest—
The frog is just trying to eat the insects.
Videos I've seen of ants, and you may not be able to tell what's going on right away, but you see this dangling thing, this is all ants. And it's like a bajillion ants all joined together, starting up at the corner of this roof, spanning all the way down.
What are you trying to do?
So many ants grabbing onto each other's bodies to make a literal ant bridge. And on top of the bridge, you can see more ants just walking around on top of it, doing stuff like carrying eggs and food. And this bridge goes all the way down, curves back up, and connects to a wall.
And actually, if you don't mind, I actually made a video particularly about ants farming colony for 1,000 days, and it was just crazy. I really actually loved it. Just go and check it out. Subscribe also.
Nest. Yep, these ants are so genius, they built this bridge to straight up attack a wasp nest, and now they can probably feed their colony for days. Wow. And wait a second, if these ants can just stand on the roof here, why did they just walk from here to here? Are you guys sure this giant bridge was necessary? Okay, anyways, it's still crazy. Now for the next video, which shows—
It's just crazy. It might not actually make sense, but it's just crazy because
this little thing. This is a beetle grub, and this is gonna show the process of how they grow up into a beetle over time. Oh, by the way, this is not a normal beetle species. This is the largest beetle species in the world, a Hercules beetle.
Just in the hand of the person,
you can see even just this grub starts getting much, much larger than what a normal fully grown beetle would be. And after literally over a year, this massive creature starts to go into its pupa state.
Oh my goodness.
Where you can see exactly how it transforms from a worm creature into a beetle. First, you can see the legs starting to grow, then the giant horns start to emerge from the head that the species have.
And some guys will be like, oh, that's so cute.
Boom, after a long 500 days, the beetle emerges from its pupa, and yeah, that's how long it takes for one of these beauties to be born. By the way, it's so cool to watch these guys fly. This is not an edited sound or anything. It actually sounds like a—
Yeah, I actually saw something like this, but they were way smaller. And when I was a kid, I actually admired them, the way they fly. Sometimes you carry them, tie a little rope, like just looking at the way they fly. And they'll be flapping their wings. Like, it was just crazy.
Helicopter when their wings are flapping. It's insane. Oh, and in these next videos, they show a ton of cool bugs crawling around on this guy's hand, like orchid mantises and leaf insects, which are super cool because they look like leaves, obviously. The main reason I'm showing you this is because of this.
Wait, how can you carry on? My goodness, this, should I call it disgusting? It was looking so bad, bro.
guy also lets other
I
stuff
can't
crawl
actually
in
do
him,
that.
like these insanely creepy
No
creatures.
way.
Yeah, even I, Tara Green, would not let those crawl on me. What
These-
the heck even are those?
It can't crawl on me, bro.
But yeah, he also lets stuff go on his face.
If you're actually like this, who is actually scared, bro? Because I cannot actually look at this. I cannot actually look at this. Just write in the comment section if you can do this.
Like this giant
Okay,
moth, dang, and a Hercules beetle from earlier, which, like,
Hercules
dang, bro, you gotta be
beetle.
careful with. That giant horn could easily poke your eye out. But actually,
No
respect
way.
to you for keeping all these insanely cool insects. It's actually so cool. Now, earlier, I showed mantises attacking the screen, but if you wanted to see what it looks like when a mantis eats real food, this is it. And actually, this is a massive locust, so it's pretty cool to see a mantis eat this whole thing, since it's pretty much as big as him. But first, the mantis starts devouring its head with its alien mouth, then it works its way down the body. And yeah, the mantis basically takes no breaks while eating. The endurance is actually pretty dang impressive. And by
That is actually impressive.
the end, there was nothing but scraps on the floor, and the mantis's
And
belly was pretty dang big.
And
which
it's
makes sense, he just
leaking.
ate a lot.
Bro, what
This
is that?
next video I found shows this insane time-lapse footage of leafcutter ants doing their signature thing. Cutting
Time
leaves.
lapse.
In it, you can see how they all work together over time, cutting out these circular pieces to absolutely decimate this leaf till it's no more. The scientists that filmed it even got this super close-up footage showing exactly how their mandibles cut through the leaves, showing how it works almost super
This-
similar.
I can't actually doubt if these words were like this. How do you call this thing? Scissors. How scissors was made.
Similar to how scissors work. It's crazy how some
Yeah,
animals in nature
I
have
already said
evolved
it.
to do this. But the coolest thing is how we got this footage that shows while a leaf might just start with one ant cutting it, that one ant will take her leaf back to the colony and let all the other workers know where that leaf is. So that way they can
And
all
they'll
swarm
come.
it and basically speed run to chop the whole thing up. Yeah, it's super cool.
Actually, I like how ants collaborate, and I wish human beings can actually form such strong band.
How these guys work as a team. Have you
Yeah,
ever
we
wondered
can
how
do
so
it.
many ants are born? Well, it all starts when the queen ants and the male ants are
Spread
mated,
love.
which is shown in this video. This is the queen ant and this is the male. And you can see exactly how much
Wait, what? What the heck is this? Why is the male so small?
massive the queens are than the males. And it's actually kind of funny because oftentimes many males will latch onto the same female all at the same time and try and mate at the same time. And sometimes the female will even try and fly while this is all happening, which doesn't exactly work very well with all that
That's
extra
so
weight weighing her
strong.
down. Yet somehow the males manage to stay clinging on. Dang. Okay, you won't believe this next video because in it,
That is actually insane, bro.
a kid decided for some reason it'd be a good idea to get pet bed bugs. Yes, like the things that bite you when you sleep. He literally built them a natural standing enclosure and made a mini mattress for them to sleep under. And yeah, since they were his pet, he had to feed them. So he let them crawl on his arm and
No
suck his
way!
blood. Yeah, if you couldn't already tell, this isn't just
Just look at his skin. Chat. Just look at his skin. You see some red dots, which means he has been doing this for so long.
some random
Look at that
kid.
parrot
This
skin.
is me. Yeah, last year I made a video about getting pet bed bugs, but I just thought I had to get a spot on the craziest insect videos. So
Why?
yeah, I had to be the first
Tara,
person to get
why?
pet bed bugs. But by the way, guys, my mom made me get rid of them for some reason. I don't know why. I
Yeah.
was just wondering why you made me get rid of the pet bed bugs.
Because we don't want those in the house.
The pet bed bugs?
Yes, absolutely.
I thought they were cute.
No, they'll be biting us, and we had to get rid of them.
Okay, next up, have you ever wondered how an ant stinger works? Well, whether
Those things actually know how to spread wildly.
you have or haven't, it's actually pretty interesting because this scientist caught an extreme close-up video exactly of how it works. Basically, he got an ant stinger right up to a thin layer of wax paper and let it pierce through it. And right as it pierces through, you can literally see
There's a
droplets of
liquid.
venom drip off the end of the stinger. So yeah, every time you're stung by an ant in the wild on an extremely tiny scale, this is exactly what's happening under your skin. And the craziest thing is how thin these stingers are, because here they are next to a huge
40 micrometer.
hair.
That's so
Yeah,
small.
the tip of the stinger is like half of the width of the hair. That is insanely thin. All right, you guys got to see this next video because it shows these beans. And yeah, you might be thinking,
Beans?
bruh, Peregrine, where's the insect? Well, check this out. These beans can
I think
literally
that is-
jump, and that's because there's an insect inside of them. In fact, a larva of a moth is inside of these beans. And many larvas like this species have learned
How can the beans actually jump?
to jump
Because
by
of
flinging the
lava
end of their
inside.
tail against the ground. And when you look very closely at this bean, you can see the little larva inside flinging himself up against the top of the bean to make enough momentum to send it flying into the air. And in this timer
Okay.
footage, you can see how they actually move a pretty good amount over the course of a few hours.
That means if somebody's actually putting the ball and the person jumps to hit the top of the ball, everything can actually go up. Perhaps, depending on how light or how heavy that ball is.
But yeah, after about half a year inside of one of these beans, they turn into a moth that looks kind of like
Half a
this.
year?
Pretty interesting. This next video is sick though, because in it, a dude decided
Who
to give his
wastes
pet
such
beetle
time
some
just turn into a
paintbrushes.
moth?
Surprisingly, they actually took a hold of them perfectly. And yeah, they literally just started to walk around, dragging the edge of the paintbrush along the canvas, making a beautiful work of art. I mean, they weren't
Y'all know one of the things that are called art in this dispensation is just so crazy. Like the other time, actually, I literally saw somebody pasted a banana peel on a whiteboard and it was taken as an art piece. That people bought, somebody bought it millions of dollars, bro. And you look at a piece like the Mona Lisa and all those things. What is this age turning into? Gen Z, bro?
perfect, and they did paint
I'm
a little
proud
bit
Gen
on his
Alpha.
table, but for the most part, they stuck to the canvas. He even let the Beatles choose the colors they wanted to paint with, so yeah, you could say the
Wow.
Beatles had full artistic control, and by the end, this is what it looked like. Now, this is modern art. This could easily sell to some
Modern
art
art.
museum for an insane amount of money, because
Yeah. This is the same thing I said. Modern art is actually crazy. You just need to put some funny things on a whiteboard and then sell for a decent amount of money. If you actually have where to sell it.
like, the fact that Beatles painted this makes it so cool. I'm being so serious. And it's like how
And then you can even kill some of the beetle. No one alive is the beetle. And then put it like a pin. Or just instead of killing the unliving the beetle, you can actually keep the beetle there, spray some paint such that the marker of the beetle will actually show that. I think that would be awesome.
the guy that made this video, you could like actually reach out to some art museums and actually sell this thing for like $1 million. I've seen some crazy modern art sell for insane amounts of money. Actually,
Look at
do it,
these,
I'm
bro.
being serious. Okay, the next video shows something nasty because we all know roaches, right? Like they're just some chill little insects.
I
But
like
this
looking
video
at
that
these
shows
guys.
how they're born, and yeah, this isn't a clam or anything. This is an egg sac, and yeah, that's a ton of roaches coming out.
I've destroyed so many of their eggs, bro.
Nah. Basically, when the mom roaches are ready to have babies, they develop their egg sacs in the back of their body, which you can see right here and here. And a day before they hatch, they drop them on the ground. And basically, each one of these slits in the egg sac is a baby roach that's about to hatch. And yeah, literally all at the same time, you can see the bottom of it starts to slowly expand. And these little white worm things start to poke out. And these are all the new roaches that are now born, and they're gonna go run around and find homes for themselves. Dang, sorry if you're eating, but to be fair, if you're eating, you probably would have clicked off the video by now. All right. Second to
It's
last
all the
video,
same
and I've
thing
saved
that I
some of my
showed
favorites
now.
for last. Because in this
Red
footage, a
ball?
guy put out this red
No.
sugar water and then let his ants loose near it. Obviously, ants are super attracted to sugar, so they started to swarm it. But the thing that's so interesting about these ants is that they're a special kind of species that can store extra liquid inside their abdomen. Yep, you heard that right, and you can see it super clearly in this footage. As this ant sucks up the sugar water, his abdomen gets way larger and way more red, and it's actually insane insane to see. But by far the
This one didn't want to leave early.
thing to see is this footage of one of the bigger ants who was full of sugar water going up to this empty ant and literally feeding it some of its sugar water. You can see this one's abdomen getting smaller as this one's gets bigger. And yeah, it's kind of nasty how they just regurgitate the food into each other's mouths, but they're ants. I don't really think they care. Okay, now our last video. This video shows a snail hatching from an egg, which is pretty cool to see because like I didn't even realize, but yeah, snails literally hatch with their shell. I don't
A year that one of new scenes was 5.
know why I didn't really think to realize that, but yeah, they do. But the real reason I'm showing you this is because this is the most insane snail species of all time. Because this video also shows what happens over the months as this snail species grows up. It literally
They
keeps
can
getting
get
larger
bigger.
and larger and larger, bigger than any
They can be, oh, this is what I want to say. They can get bigger to a cup size. Like
snail
a cup.
species you've probably ever seen
Not a
before
cup.
until after 3 years it is
Oh.
fully grown. And oh yeah, this is a giant
This so
African
big.
land
Shit.
snail, the largest snail
Delicious.
in the entire world. And yeah, they are absolutely
Y'all know when you see something like this, the next thing that comes to your mind is food. Y'all be think about food. Once this is seen, bro,
insane. The fact that
This
this
is not an
bigger
insect,
than a
though.
hand
Is it?
is like what? I mean, what? All right, that was all of the craziest insect videos I could.
wait. Are snails insects? Till next time, see y'all.